already been in there. So we gotta
How are things coming?
They're
You
going
seem to
great.
have multiple pieces used in the transfer.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the other door that was all locked up, right? Agrippa Tranel's Weir. Weir taunts me from the other side. I trusted him with my true reason for my efforts, and he still insists on me releasing Agrippa. How an enlightened man can show such a lack of compassion and see the power disgust me. I can't bring myself to be apart from Agrippa, as it has been for centuries my only link to worlds beyond. Weir claims he tries his best to release me from my banishment, but he needs me to give him Agrippa first, so that way he can help me too. If he can guarantee success, I would happily oblige, but how am I to part with him if my return might be denied? I know what they are capable of. I have seen their deception. Optimism is most hopeless feeling, but I must retain it. I shall prepare for his release. To release Agrippa without killing him, Weir told me to feed him a tonic made from a paralyzer, vitae, and tempter. The poisonous fungi should work as a paralyzer if I can find the eternal glands from a large specimen. The choir seems to be a fertile grounds for this sort. I should then be able to extract its contents with the proper tools. The vitae could be extracted as usual by any antagonized human's victim of blood. I just need a large amount to distill it properly. Remember to collect this during the next torture session. Tempter, on the other hand, would be much more difficult. Nothing seems to exist in this world, simply wiring the worlds. Letters seem wrong. I believe it's simply the secretion in the water-dwelling carn. Now I'll have to address Weir with this, as you'll have to supply me with a host that's properly prepared will suffice, also a properly prepared well should suffice to contain it. Interesting. In court, the Order of the Black Eagle spew their politics at each other while I sit quietly in place, willfully forgotten. Once in a while, someone will notice me and lose themselves in silent cower before regaining their senses. All they know is I am one of the same Alexander who helped their fathers and grandfathers to fight this great order. I have seen them take their father's places, and they too will grow old and pass, while I will stay the same, aged not by time, but by anguish. Dude is immortal. Wouldn't that be lonely? Alright, I think that's everything in here. Choir. Carefully cutting the man-made father must feel about his craft. Being an artisan relying on skill to perform something so delicate grants a certain form of pride. So cutting on someone takes skill and class, he says. I'll take that. After men scared the prisoner, the ritual began. It's always darn pull doors, man.
15th of August, 1839. The blood wards are failing. The shadow beckons, and its cry disarms my actions. Hurry, no time to spare. You have to kill another. Alexander produces a knife. He wants me to cut the flesh. Do it. Save yourself. He is a murderer, Daniel. He is evil. A cold-blooded killer. Hurry. Alexander, you must let me be. I have to concentrate. Paint the man, cut the lines, cut the flesh, watch the blood spill, let it come. Please, I didn't do anything. Paint the man, cut the lines, paint the man, cut the lines. Please, the man cries. one life for another. You hear me, Guardian of the Orb? I did all this for you. Now, once more, withdraw your shadow from my domain.
Cool. So we just
Alexander,
banished the demon?
There isn't much time. I can feel it. We must act swiftly. I will do whatever it takes.
You're heckin' right, we will. Yo. Now those guys just dangling there. Alright, we're gonna peace. Let's go further down deep. Fire remain all. Something died inside of him that day. Watching the man slip away was more than his mind was willing to handle. This seems like a beautiful area. So I think we have to go to the left
What are
first.
my intentions, Daniel? Salvation. It used to be yours.
Snap. What about salvation, bud?
But now you only seek misplaced revenge. How do you justify your violence? Is it for the greater good? Are you doing the world a service? It is you who caused all this pain and death. If you had accepted your fate and submitted to the orb when you first discovered it, none of this would have happened. It is curiosity in league with your selfishness that is killing us both.
Beautiful. These cockroaches can peace out. That'd be nice. Oh, my knee is just cramping here. Ooh, it's a piece of the wood. Nice. Making sure we don't miss anything. Oh, we closed it. It's nice we have this health stuff. Alright, so we still have this jar, string, a hammer, and chipper. Alright. Let's keep going. Okay, so we got the orphan over here. Okay, so now we're gonna hug the right wall again. We're gonna ignore all the noises we hear, because everything we know and love is a lie. Okay, so that's the first door we came in, right? So we're gonna keep on staying to the right side. This is what you do if you want minimal pain. Okay. I heard him. I don't have to like all the way. Just hug the right hand wall here, right? It'll seem like forever, but it'll be fun. Because you were the invincible Daniel, who apparently kills people in blood rituals to make himself last longer. Dude, I just like turn itself out. Alright, okay, that's where we need to be. Open sesame.
The wheel is good for keeping your victim still during the procedure. They can be bound around the circumference or simply stretched across, tying limbs to the spokes and rim. All tools are by this point useful, and you may administer the torture in any way you like. But the forte of the wheel is the gaps. When you have decided that the victim shall die, you can smash their limbs with a hammer, making them fold in between the frame.
But they'll die. Too quickly, I mean.
No, don't worry. The human body is much more resilient. They can survive for days until they finally succumb.
for days, he says. The murderer's limbs were tied in spokes of the wheel. He turned the wheel slowly, but with intent so the rope obscured. His legs stretched and cracked the wheel. He no longer had the strength to scream. The two men looked at each other, knowing, took the hand and stuck the victim's chest in a final act of mercy. Zesty. Oh, yo, we didn't click on the one in the first room. Yo. Should we go back? No, let's continue. I'm not going back for one bit of dialogue. Okay, so there's some screaming. So we're just gonna sit here. We're gonna pick this up. We're gonna do what's called a pro gaming move. Problem solving. If you don't see a bridge, you make one. So we're still kind of in the right hand side, right?
Close now.
Okay, so we're gonna bucket a bit. That's a big beefy boy. If only we had an item to do that. So I got a poisonous gland. Good, good, good. There's a bowl now. The trader did not know what to think of the brass bowl, as he was forced to enter it. Only when the heated fire began to scorch his skin and cook his flesh did he realize it was to be his tomb. His screams of pain echoed inside the brass chamber and traveled through this complex instrument, which was the bull's head. Outside, the men would hear the brazen bull bellow. Nice. How many orb pieces did he say we need? 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got a poisonous gland, we got a bone, got a jar. Alrighty. So now what we gotta do is we're gonna hug the right hand side still. Just gonna stay on the right hand side. We're gonna hug it as hard as possible. Why? Because I don't like the center of the room. Neither should you. See? We're close to our first bit. Now we're gonna just leave this area. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Alright, we're out. Such filth, he thought. Good men in safety cheer their departure as they are nothing more than a burden of mankind. They shall not be missed. Alrighty. So now, what we have to do... Okay, the bodies that we sacrificed are gone now. So now we go back. The fear had begun to drown him again. He had reached once more for the empty bottle of laudanum. In frustration, he smashed it against the wall. I'm butt cheeks here. Some angry noises.
Ah, you get it. Incredible. You found Vire's recipe. Then there might still be a chance.
Yes, sir.
Listen carefully. Alexander is working on opening a gate, a door to another world. It's where he wants to go. If you could put your anger aside, let him open the portal before you take your revenge. Let me pass the gate, Daniel. Please, finds the ingredients and prepares a tonic via the scribes. And do so before you assemble the ore. The barrier keeping you from the inner sanctum will only be breached for a short time. Unless everything is taken care of before mending the ore, you won't be able to save me.
Alright, sounds good. So, you know that one door past the creepy shower room that I said I didn't want to go into? Guess where we gotta go now? That's right. Such filth, he thought. Good men cheers departure. Oh, we just read this one. Yeah, nothing more than the burden of mankind, they shall not be missed.